my name is Ozgecan Yalcin. I'm a second-year master's student at Oregon State University and Department of Horticulture. I'm studying blueberry breeding at USDA ARS National Clonal Germplasm Repository. And today I'm going to talk about how I phenotype for field traits for one of my projects that I have been working on, which is QTL analysis of some phenological and fruit quality traits in the Draper by Jewel population. Draper by Jewel population is an F1 population of a cross between Draper and early to mid-season northern highbush blueberry cultivar and Jewel, the southern highbush blueberry cultivar. Where I am standing right now is Draper by Jewel fields at Oregon State University Lewis and Brown Farm in Corvallis, Oregon. I am working on 196 individuals and seeking variation in dates within the population. Here I collect data weekly for leaf buds, flower buds, and flower and fruit development traits. The scale that I use for phenotyping has been created by Michigan State University Horticulture Department. For the leaf bud development, I observe and record 3 stages. First one is early green tip, where 1 to 5 millimeters green leaf tissue is visible and leaves are still rolled up. Second one is late green tip, where 5 to 15 millimeters green leaf tissue is visible and leaves are starting to unfold. And third is shoot expansion, where shoots are expanding and leaves are enlarging. I stopped tracking leaf bud development stages in mid-April since all plants have reached shoot expansion stage that time. Flower bud development consists of 4 stages: tight bud, no visible swelling, and scales are completely closed. Bud swell, visible swelling with separated scales. This is the most frost-resistant stage, and buds can tolerate -12 to -9 degrees Celsius. Bud break, visible flower tips, and tight cluster where individual flowers are distinguishable. After that, flowering stages come. Flower development has 5 stages. Early pink bud stage, where we can see partly expanded, visible and separated flowers. Petals are short and closed. Late pink bud, where petals are expanded but still closed. Early bloom, where we can see some petals that are completely expanded and open, but many flowers are still closed. Full bloom, most flowers are now opened. And petal fall stage, where corollas are falling off and small green fruits are revealing. Petal fall stage is the most vulnerable to frost damage, which can occur at 0 degrees Celsius. And fruit development stages I collect data for are green fruits, where berries are expanding and fruit size varies from small to large pea size in the same cluster. Fruit coloring, where berries are changing from green to pink to blue. 5% ripening, that is the first blue fruit on the bush. 25% ripening, 75% ripening, and 95% ripening. As I said before, I phenotype 196 individuals from D by J population for these traits. Now I want to show you how to phenotype on a couple of D by J plants. So let's go and do some phenotyping together. Basically, when I look at a plant, if I see more than 50% of buds showing the next growth stage, then I record that stage. Here we have plant number 90 from the D by J population. Last week it was at petal fall stage, and now I see 75% of the flowers move on to the next growth stage, which is green fruit. You can see the majority of the flowers are now large pea-sized green fruits like this. Here is plant number 220, and previously it was at full bloom stage last week, and now 60 to 70% of the flowers, corollas, dropped off, so it went up and reached the petalful stage. So far, I have observed large amount of variation. For example, this is the second week of May, and most of the plants are at green fruit stage, but I can still see some petal fall and full bloom, late pink buds, and even tight cluster stage. Sometimes after a very cold week, I observe frost damage in some of the plants, while the others not affected by that. Northern highbush blueberries have higher chilling requirements than that of southern highbush cultivars, and these plants have southern highbush in their parentage, so some of them bloom earlier than the others because their chilling requirement is satisfied earlier. Flowers are more susceptible to frost damage than tight buds, so plants blooming earlier can get frost damage here in the Willamette Valley. Sometimes, especially in February and March, I observe some plants showing the previous week's growth stage because of the cloudy weather during that week. It is one of those things that makes it tricky to track the stages. So in situations like that, I don't change anything because I know it's not real. After phenotyping is done, QTL analysis on these traits will be conducted by using a well-saturated linkage map of Draper by jewel population and by using 29,000 SNP markers generated through target capture sequencing. So we believe that QTL with large effects that will be identified in this study will be good targets for marker-assisted breeding in blueberries. That was all for today. Thank you for watching. Bye.